Hey YouTube, this is Renautas1 here, and I'm here to review Heroes Reborn. So let's get started. So this episode was kind of yeah. I feel like at this point in the season of Heroes Reborn, we should have had a lot more better. We should be really seeing the foundations of the characters really having been established, so we can focus more on the story. Unfortunately, that isn't what's happened. The show seems like it's still trying to find its footing. We're not seeing very many, we're not seeing anything that's particularly interesting or engaging. And I've been reading quite a lot of fan reaction to this, to Heroes Reborn, and quite frankly, most of it feels very negative. I think Heroes has definitely gone away from what it used to be. People seem like they aren't really enjoying Heroes anymore, and that's a big shame, because Heroes has so much potential, and unfortunately the writers don't know what to do with that potential. For instance, the cerebro aspects, I've grown to quite like as the episodes have progressed, but again, not a lot is happening between all of these different moments that are important or necessary, or even necessary. They're not interesting enough to I think keep the fans engaged. Like, there are some fans like me who are just watching it because we watched the original series. But judging how this season has progressed, again, as I say, not a lot is really there to engage us. Also, I've noticed that tonally, the show feels very, very different from the original. And I think with the tone of this show, it just feels very, very poor. So, in this episode, we basically have the Mexican story, which has Carlos basically fighting his bad guy person. We have Katana Girl basically still trying to find her sword. We have Noah Bennet and his various allies actually really trying to progress the story, and they basically find out what the big plan is. And then finally we have Tommy, who is revealed to be maybe related to the Petrellis. So I just wanted to address the Tommy thing, because it's arguably the most simplest to address, and I actually don't mind Tommy being a Petrelli. As soon as it was kind of referenced that his real name is Nathan. Things began to really fold into place, and knowing that Tommy is possibly a Petrelli, and I would put my bet that it's Peter Petrelli's son, it became very, very instantly very, very intriguing with that character. Now, whether this is Peter's son, or whether he's related to Claire, or Sila, I'm not quite sure what his relation is, but the very fact that he's a Petrelli is interesting to me, because the Petrelli family were always something I very, very much liked with the original show. And Peter Petrelli was always my most favourite character. I thought Milo Ventimiglia, who you should know if you watched my Divide review, continuity, you know, Milo does a very, very good job in that role, and I do wish he would return back into the role, because he made Peter into such an interesting character, and I think hopefully Tommy can live up to that kind of thing, because Tommy is probably becoming one of my most favourite characters. I think that's because he seems to be the most genuine. He seems like he's an actual character who belongs to this show. So yeah, the stuff going on with the girl who is basically the Avatar. I can't remember her name. It's Miller or something. But yeah, she's basically revealed to be a very, very important character, which relates back into I'm drawing a blank. The Noah Bennet story. Basically, it's revealed that the pharmaceutical company is building some kind of safeguard that to basically rebuild the planet. Because apparently what the Avatar girl is supposed to be doing is she's supposed to be saving the planet from a big solar flare that is coming to Earth. Okay. The Noah Bennet was fine. As far as I'm concerned, that story was the most interesting. It's the fact that the end of the world scenario is a solar flare, and the effects of the apocalyptic ending was atrocious. It looked crap. Which again relates back to the tone. Tonally, there's something about this particular series which doesn't work. In the original series, it was a lot more darker, and this show, the effects just look crap, in my opinion, and definitely seeing that apocalyptic ending really made me hate that part of it. So yeah, I do think the fact that they are trying to save the world through this, like, device thing is pretty interesting, and seeing how it's all, I don't get why pharmaceutical feels like they have to kill the Evos, because it just seems like a very strange thing to do. So my personal opinion is it's doing what the House of M storyline hinted at the very end. Basically, in the House of M, when the mutants were depowered, it was kind of implied that all of these different mutants were in some way changing the aspect of the world. And I believe that's what the Evos are doing, which is why this Avatar girl is able to possibly save the world. Because the reason why there's been such a spike in Evos might be related to because they're trying to change the way the world is working and functions, and because each of their powers can do that, they're somehow connected to the world, which relates back to the theories that Mahinda Suresh had at the beginning of this show, all the way back to season 1, so I do think that's what's going on, and that's why there's this spike of Evos. But I'm not sure how all of this quite connects to why the pharmaceutical is wanting to kill them. That's basically all I wanted to talk about. Because Katana Girl basically gets her sword. There's nothing really to talk about there. So, all in all, there are some interesting aspects, but it's not enough to, I think, really keep. It's not engaging enough. There are so many different problems with both the show and with this episode that's kind of a bit like, what's the point what's the point? But I'm still gonna continue with the series until it ends. So until then, I shall see you all later. Bye.